believers, Capcom and Marvel have joined forces once again to bring you in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter! Survive uncanny adventure! Don't miss out on the enjoyment of a lifetime! Behold, amazing fantasy! Don't miss the most amazing tag team fighting game ever! Are you ready for a new challenger? Let's rock! Come join Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter!
Hey, what's up everyone? It's been a while since I talked about Marvel and Capcom crossing over. The last video I did was X-Men vs. Street Fighter. On this video I'll be going over Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. This is a follow-up to X-Men vs. Street Fighter. This will be the second installment that has both Marvel and Capcom characters crossing paths. In this case, the Capcom characters will be from Street Fighter. This is available for the PlayStation and the Japanese port of the Sega Saturn. As usual, I'll be going over the PlayStation port. I want to talk about the cover as well. It's a simple cover. It's one of those Fighter's Edge covers. In this case, it's just the game's title with nothing more and nothing less. The Sega Saturn artwork looks amazing. Speaking of art, the art design is provided by Bengus and it looks great. The only thing that stands out a lot are the bold outlines in the characters' profile pics in the game. You usually see it during the loading fight screens or character selects. Okay, as far as gameplay, it's your basic fighting game. You have your mechanics to help you like variable assists, counters, combination attacks. I should also mention air combos are back as well. This game however has no new characters. In fact, the stages aren't new too. There are some differences, but I'll go in detail later. And just like the previous tag battle games on the PlayStation, there is no way to tag your partner to help. If you want a better experience with this game, it will be on the Sega Saturn exclusively in Japan, unfortunately. As far as the plot goes, there really isn't any, but I'm gonna go by the instruction manual. The Hero's Challenge. Once again, the evil Apocalypse is trying to control humankind with his terrible powers. It will take the amazing skills of the legendary Street Fighters and the powers of the mighty Marvel superheroes to stop him. Now you choose characters from both the worlds of Street Fighter and Marvel superheroes to face Apocalypse in his diabolical schemes. However, I like to imagine that Apocalypse is capturing Street Fighters and Marvel characters to create his new horsemen. I'll get into that later when I go over the characters. The characters in this game is Akuma, the mysterious martial artist with a superpower. Is he good or evil? And Bison, the leader of Shadowloo. What is he attempting this time? Blackheart, the mysterious demon prince from the Netherworld. He drives his enemies to despair with his black magic. Captain America, the super soldier who is the living embodiment of America. Chun-Li, a Chinese detective that's investigating the mystery of Apocalypse. Cyclops, one of the leaders of the X-Men, using his optic blast as his arsenal. Dan, the self-professed strongest martial artist. Dawson, the mysterious Indian that burns his enemies with the flame of yoga. Hulk, a colossus with mountain crushing strength. Ken Masters, the rival and best friend of Ryu. Omega Red, the artificial mutant who can suck enemies' vitality with his tendrils. Ryu, the eternal challenger. Ryu seeks his true strength. Sakura, a high school girl with a passion to fight, is following Ryu. Shumov Gorath, the chaos god of destruction, arrives to destroy all life on Earth. Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man slings web that can stop any foe. Wolverine, the fearsome X-Men with animal instincts and adamantium claws. And Zangief, the red cyclone with muscle power and the body of steel. This game also lets you select secret characters. With special inputs on the character select screen, there's Armor Spider-Man, Evil Sakura, Shadow, Mech Zangief, Mephisto, US Agent, Apocalypse, and Cyber Akuma. So, remember what I said about Apocalypse recruiting his new horsemen? I like to imagine some of these secret characters are them. Characters like Evil Sakura, Cyber Akuma, Mech Zangief, and Shadow specifically. By the way, Shadow is basically a hyped up version of Charlie Nash. There's one more character to mention. This is only on the Japanese version of the game. This character is created and owned by a Japanese comedian. This character doesn't represent either Marvel or Capcom. This character name is Norimaru. Alright, so let's talk about the music. Once again, the music uses the CPS2 sound to get you hyped for the fight. I should also mention that the Street Fighter characters have original themes instead of using remixes from the previous games. I guess it's time to talk about the stages. Well, these stages are remixes of stages from X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Code Red. This stage is the top of the Blackbird. The few minor changes from the previous game will be the palette of the exterior area being changed from day to dawn. Also, the stage starts now outside and then is pulled back into the hangar. Dead or Alive. In this stage, the set is now called Night Cooking. You can also see cameos from Aunt May and Peter Parker in the stands. Spider-Man is a playable character. Peter is replaced with J. Jonah Jameson, while Robbie Robertson is holding him back. Death Valley. This stage now takes place in the middle of the day instead of night. You can also see Blanca and Beast in the back. Mall Mayhem. This stage is now more colorful. The mall is more crowded too. The banners has a lot of Marvel and Capcom references. There's Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, and Captain Commando. There's probably more, but try to see if you can spot them. The store now says Marvel Comic Shops instead of New York now. Also, check out the cameos. There's Cody, Jessica, Mega Man, and Birdie. Manhattan. This stage now takes place at dawn. Also, the two buildings in the back are now more detailed. On the Hilltop. This stage now takes place from daytime to night on top of a large tree. Raging Inferno. The time of day of this stage changes from day to night. There's also been many light sources added. Showdown in the Park. This stage has a brighter yellowish look to it. The trees give it an autumn look. You can see cameos from Gambit, Rogue, Rose, and Charlie Dash. The Cataract. The color scheme has a more cooler look with a bluish purple sky. The Temple of Fists. This stage has a brighter look that gives it a morning vibe. The trees on this stage are now cherry blossom trees. The Training Room. This stage is only on the PlayStation port of the game. This stage will just have a black background and a purple floor. I should also mention that this game debuts the Training Room stage. Apocalypse Now. This stage now looks more darker. There's also a planet in the back. There's tubes that have different characters trapped. You can see Guile and Charlie Nash talking to each other on walkie-talkies. You can also see Storm and Ghost Rider too. On the far left, you can see Balrog and Elektra. Alright, overall, Marvel Super Heroes vs. Street Fighter is an improvement from the previous installments. However, it's not my favorite. Don't get me wrong, I do have fun playing this game, but when I play a new Marvel Capcom crossover game, I was hoping for more characters, and this game didn't deliver. However, I do like the secret characters. Most of them are palette swaps, but I do like their abilities and what they represent. That set aside, the recycled stages are a letdown. I do have to praise that the stages do look great with their updated look. I just wish Capcom would have new stages instead. Maybe this game was supposed to be an updated version of the previous installment and that's why they chose to have the same stages. However, removing the X-Men in this game counters that claim. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking. The mechanics of this game run smooth. I love hearing the hype when the announcer yells your finisher in the end. The music is top notch and I wouldn't expect less from an arcade game from Capcom in the CPS2 era. This was one of the best music composed during the arcade era. And just when I thought we improved with the AI boss battles, well, Cyber Akuma says no. This guy is hard. No, seriously. I haven't had a hard time like this since Magneto and X-Men Children of the Atoms. I could just imagine how frustrating this could be back then when you was losing quarters in the arcades. I will say this, at least you have an unlimited continues unlike Children of the Atom. The sprites look energetic and their actions look fantastic. And I'm not trying to nitpick, but I'm not a fan of the big bold outlines in the art of the game. Marvel Super Heroes vs. Street Fighter is an okay game. It's fun, but not perfect. Do I recommend it? I'll say yeah, check it out. However, moving forward, things will get better. The next game on the Marvel Capcom Legacy will be Marvel vs. Capcom. Ah yeah, this is gonna be fun. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this game. If you guys haven't, make sure to check me out on Twitch. I do stream these fighting games on Twitch. If you find this video useful, make sure to hit the like button. Comment on your thoughts and experience on this game. And make sure to subscribe. I am out. Peace.